women that if they were drugged, they will say that they were not even coherent in the act of sex. They cannot.
I'm telling you that I wasn't coherent.
No, you are coherent because you told me exactly what happened. You told me she was on top of you. You told me that.
I told you I was on top of her. She put her legs around me.
Either way, you are telling me exactly what happened in the sexual activity. So you were not. You were conscious. So you can't use that as an example. And conscious, only thing you can say is if you don't remember nothing, and then that will still be hard because then it'll be like, how did you have an erection? But long story short, you cannot compare yourself to women who have been drugged because these women don't remember anything. You can recite
quote unquote.
What it do, what it do, what it do, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. We back at it again. About to do another reaction video, so stay right tuned. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button for more content. And without further ado, let's get right to it, man. Yeah, so I'm just pulling up the video right now, so we're going to just get right into it. So this video is about Kendra G, by the way. So she had a guy on her platform named Papa Dan, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So she was basically asking him questions. I guess he got on the show to, like, find a girl. And instead, she was, like, asking him about his life, how's things going. And then he just dived right into it where he was talking about how he became a baby dad, right? So long story short, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story. We're going to just hop into the video, and y'all going to be able to see it for yourselves and see how things is going and why people are saying that Kendra G is now canceled. So let's get right to it, man.
This is absolutely one of Kendra G's worst calls, and what makes it even worse than what you guys are going to watch right here is that she attempted to delete the live stream after getting all this criticism. This young gentleman, Poppy Dan, 1991, is going to explain how he was pretty much SA, and Kendra G was...
The reason why it is showing this way is because she deleted the full-on video, so just like he just said right now. So for us right now, we're able to find it through his page specifically, so that's why we're playing it through here. So let's keep it going.
Whatsoever. Shameful. Let's get into it.
Papa Dan?
Papa Dan.
Yeah, Papa Dan.
Papa Dan?
Yeah. It's my company, my business. But yeah. So I've been on your show before. Yeah, I've been on your show before, like back in 2022 when you first got
3 years ago.
Yeah, a little minute ago. Yeah, so then that was back when I was in Florida. I live in St. Louis now, so
we've grown so much. We got the Kendra Cam, we got a dating app. So you want to do it again?
I'm here to try again. Different city, new people. You know what I mean? So let's go for it.
Let's go for it. What's your name, sir? You said Pop. So what am I gonna call you?
You can call me Daniel, Papa Dan. That's
Daniel. No. Daniel, and you're in St. Louis now?
St. Louis now.
How old are you?
33, going on 34.
Okay, and what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces. March 5th, baby.
Okay. You have any kids?
I have a son.
How old is your son?
He's gonna be 2. He's another Pisces, just like his daddy.
Why are you not with the mama?
He's March 10th.
Why are you not with the mama? You had a baby since you've been on my show too.
Yeah. Another person trying to run the system, trying to take advantage, you know. Yeah, you can say that. We won't, as a man, I can't really run with that narrative because nobody can really believe it. But yeah, I put it on the Bible that that's what happened. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still an accountable adult. Still got to do what I have to do in this world, you know, because that is my prodigy. So nevertheless, how he got here, that's what we doing.
I need the details of how you got about a girl.
How many times has Kendra G talked to women who've come onto her show and said that they've been assaulted in some type of manner? Name me the number of times when Kendra G says, hey, okay, well, explain to me your great mental note.
She is not a citizen of America. So naturally, if you've been in America illegally, you know, you're going to try to do your best to try to...
I ain't gonna lie, that is a messed up question to kind of like ask a dude that's like mentioning that he actually got SA'd. I think that's like a very insensitive ass question, like to really ask somebody. But let's keep playing though.
And in your mind and way of thinking, not even if you ask any of your homegirls that's international too, they'll tell you ain't a good idea to just go up sleep with an American dude and just try to have a baby so you can try to stay in America, hoping he'll marry you. That's what they be hoping they gonna marry you. No, they ain't gonna get ain't gonna get Papa Dan. No, they ain't gonna get me.
No, they got you though. I mean, I get Papa Dan in this situation. They still did get him though, but there are a few women that do that. They will go ahead and have a baby by you so that they could trap you, especially if they don't have like no paperwork to stay in the States. That's like the easiest way or like the easiest go-to for them to really like be able to stay in the country, which I mean, now things might be changing now because, you know, Trump is in power, you know, so, but let's keep it going. I'm gonna stop interrupting.
That being said, you still have to willingly have, this is why I said, because that's the only way a woman could trap you. Right. But if you willingly had sex with her, then you participated. So did you willingly have sex with her?
I mean, she got me. I used to make wine back then. So like I said, on the level of accountability,
she Bill Cosby you? She gave you a pill?
For me, I can say on a level of accountability, you know, when a woman wraps their legs around you in the process of you being on top, and you trying to relinquish yourself from the situation, and she's saying, no, dude, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to have my baby. And in that moment as a dude, you're like, all right, well, shit, we're going to do plan B like we normally do. And then she looked at me like, no, we ain't doing that neither. So, you know, I was like.
Okay, so again, so she's letting you know all this in the act, and you still went through with it. So how was this?
He literally just explained to you, Kendra G, but Kendra G is one of those women who they can't fathom a man being taken advantage of. And let me throw this out there, because even when men are victims, like this gentleman is going to explain that he is, even when men are victims, men are still held accountable. We would never put a magnifying glass on a woman if she ever said she was assaulted. But as a man, I can say this, Papa Dan, you messed up by having intercourse with a low caliber woman because she's just trying to sleep with you for a green card. She's not a woman of high character. The second of all, you should have wore a condom, bro. You would have had your rubber on when the time happened and she tried to lock you in, because that's what she's saying, Kendra G. Because Kendra G's not the brightest bulb in the pack. You need to explain to her how sexual organs work. When he went to ejaculate, Kendra, what he's trying to explain to you is that she wrapped her legs around him and held him inside of her, which meant that only thing that he could do is releasing her and then have her get a plan B in the morning to prevent said pregnancy. And she said she wasn't going to do it.
You know, women's right, her body, her choice.
Exactly. So here's the deal: her body, her choice. But you can decide not to put your body inside her body. That
Very
was
well
choice.
so, and that's the level of accountability that I have in the situation. I used to be a winemaker. She got me drunk off my own supply. I don't ever drink my own supply. 13% alcohol content. She said, "Oh, Dan, you come and drink this wine with me in the room. I'm gonna bring a glass." I'm like, I ain't trying to, you know.
I say this like for sure though, like homie is really actually holding himself accountable. He knew where he did wrong. He slept with her. He kept going even though she was like just doing certain things that made him feel uncomfortable. He still was going with it. So he is holding himself accountable, but that still doesn't like refute the fact that, okay, she did get him drunk. And also she did wrap her legs around him to like prevent him from like exiting out of there. So those things are really SA. When you do hear in most cases where women do actually say that they've been SA'd, it usually revolves around either or liquor. You get what I'm saying? That's like, those are the main situations that do happen a lot of the times, and then they're not really conscious of what's going on really, and they're in and out, or they black out. You get what I'm saying? So you can't really say that he hasn't been SA'd when that's his experience, which he said clearly he doesn't drink. But that day she was getting him drunk. She was giving him liquor to drink. You get what I'm saying? So, and like I said, at the end of the day, just like how he said, it's her body, her choice. So it's whatever the hell that she want to do with her body at the end of the day that is going to go through with. And society is always going to hold a man accountable. Like, he's going to have to go to court and pay child support regardless. But let's keep playing though.
My dumb self did what it did, and that's just the level of accountability I have for it. So here we are today, you know, trying to hope and pray we can find a wholesome woman that can treat your boy right. Somebody with some knowledge on her side that has been through the trenches and know how tough it is in this dating pool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. I like his positivity though, because although he knows that she's like trying to like say that he's lying. Yo. All right, no problem, man. All right. So although she's like trying to like basically, my fault, that was one of the employees. So although she's basically like trying to like shit on what he's saying and trying to like belittle him in that sense and be like, oh, nah, you're lying, that's not true, as if she was actually there where she was not, he's still trying to keep a positive spirit with like just giggling and laughing with her and stuff like that, just to like move on to the topic, because he's saying that he's there to find a woman. He's not there to really like go back and forth about his experience, about him being SA'd and trapped. At the end of the day, he did get trapped. Let's play it.
Got all the piss in it, you know?
Look at her face, bro.
All the work in progress out here, you know?
Look at her face. Says it all.
That's the story you really want to tell? So that's the story you really going with?
I'm going to say, you put the words in my mouth when you initially said rape.
No, you were supposed to. Hold on. I was being.
What's that?
I said that. No, hold on real quick. I said that because you said a woman trapped you. So sarcastically, I said, oh, she you.
Right.
And then you said yes.
Why would you sarcastically say that? I'm telling you, women like this, they can't fathom that women assault men. Women assault men every single day, just like there's piece of shit men out here who assault women. You can see that obviously one way with men doing it to women, but she can't see it the other way. Like, you don't see women every single day being arrested for being high school teachers, getting impregnated by high school boys. This happens every single day.
You know what? A man can never.
You know what's the messed up part about it? She wouldn't refute if it was actually a woman. If it was a woman that said that she got SA'd, like with the energy that she's giving right now, she wouldn't have said it that way. She would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry that you had experienced that. She would like try to like Like, sympathize with that woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what she would have tried to do. Like, show more sympathy, be more catering to her, being more apologetic about however she speaks and whatever she says, because it could be triggering. So it's messed up that when guys do go through like situations like this, they always have to experience people refuting and saying, "Oh, how could you get SA'd? You're a man. If you basically got the rock, that mean that you really wanted to do it." You get what I'm saying? And they don't understand it. Like, it would, like, most of them would never understand it, man. Most of them would never understand it, and that's what we're seeing right here in this video, man. It's ridiculous, yo.
Be a damsel in distress.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be masculine. We're not supposed to have feelings. But in the whole light of the situation, when we had the pre-conversation about kids, I didn't want to have kids at that time.
So here's the deal. Okay, if you don't want to have kids at times, then your responsibility is A, you don't have sex with her because you don't want to have kids. B, you wear a condom to protect yourself from having kids.
Yeah.
And then we can have the grown folks. There is a grown folks pull-out game. So my thing is, regardless of what she said, you are still a man that has to take accountability for participating in the activity.
I've already said, we can rewind the video, love. I've already taken accountability for the whole issue.
Which shows Kendra G is not listening. He literally said this minutes ago, but she's not listening because she's already has him tuned out, because there's no way in her mind that a man can be assaulted sexually.
So let's on record deny that you were, because you was not.
She was there.
I'll just say, in a woman's eyes, no. But if I was to talk to a group of men and tell them what happened, it didn't happen to several dudes. We just don't talk about it. These are like stories we don't tell. Crip stories we just don't tell. But at the end of the day, my perception is my perception of what really happened. Only I and the person that had the child that up and decided to be a single mother, because a lot of times, you don't understand, if there are women striving out here to be single mothers. They do not want men in the picture.
Dan, listen, hold on real quick. I'm not disagreeing with her intentions, right? Maybe her intentions were to get pregnant by you, to stay in America. There's no disagreement there.
Right.
The intentions of what you're describing could very well be true. The disagreement is you claiming to have been. Like, that's the disagreement.
Discrepancy wise, so we can move on. I got drunk off my own supply of wine that I made, that I switched with my hands. You serve me wine, you force it down my throat, I get drunk. Now, every woman's story is if they get drunk and they get instantly, the man is guilty, he goes to jail, lock away the key in the chamber of secrets. But like I said, in America, realistically, that will never be the man's narrative. And that's why let me finish. That's why when you said that.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm jumping in because.
See, the reason why she's jumping in is because she knows that he's like spitting facts right now. In most cases, those are the exact reason why they say that people got no situations. When there's a female that's involved that's saying that she making any claims about her being raped allegedly or SA'd, your mouth fault. So everything I had just cut up real quick, so I had to just readjust the camera back up again. So basically what I was saying is, whenever you hear about these situations where SA had happened and it happened towards women, you often hear that the main causes of it usually have to do with either them being intoxicated or them just being under the influence from either or any other situations or things, right? So now when she hears him actually saying that that is his actual situation of what happened to him, she's just trying to refute it and cut him short, because she sees that he's now starting to state valid points, and her basically staying there to see those things makes it even worse than what it really is. So in that situation, he's trying to like refute it more and more. But in these situations, this is what happens. This is why in most cases, most people don't actually like to express themselves or like speak of these situations that they do experience, especially when it comes from men. Men are seen to be strong, stoic, tough. You're not really seen to express yourself or like verbalize what you feel or like the past traumas that you have experienced. So when you have people who are like this, who are quick to just throw a jab at you or criticize you, it would stop you from actually vocalizing these things that you actually have went through. So that's what we're seeing right here in this video, man. So let's keep it going though.
Sure.
You are telling the wrong story. When those women are using the example of they have passed out, right?
No. First of all, how are you going to tell that man what happened to him?
Bang! It's good.
How in the hell are you going to tell that man what happened to him? You weren't there. And what Kendra G is trying to insinuate is that if you ever hear a story of a woman being with a man and having too much to drink, it's because she's passed out, she can't give his consent. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Women can turn around, have sex with a dude, had too much to drink, wake up the next morning and say, damn, well, I regret having sex with a dude. You don't have to be passed out unconscious. They can just say, hey, I regret having sex with a dude. That was great now, even though it wasn't great last night when he was taking you to Pound Town. Or there doesn't even have to be alcohol involved. A woman can just say the very next day or hours later after having intercourse with a dude, she can turn around and say, well, no, I take that back. fact, it was great. Kendra G is in certain scenarios that didn't happen. They're going to tell this man how he was assaulted. What?
So these are women that if they were drugged, they will say that they were not even coherent in the act of sex. They can't.
I'm telling you that I wasn't coherent.
No, you are coherent because you told me exactly what happened. You told me she was on top of you. You told me that.
I told you I was on top of her. She put her legs around me.
Either way, you are telling me exactly what happened in the sexual activity. So you were not. You were conscious. So you can't use that as an example. And conscious, only thing you can say is if you don't remember nothing, and then that will still be hard because then it'll be like, how did you have an erection? But long story short, you cannot compare yourself to women who have been drugged because these women don't remember anything. You can recite
quote unquote. No, quote unquote. That's what I'm saying. She's saying that shit is it's a fact. And also, Kendra G, he can still get an erection even if he doesn't remember it or all the other excuses you're using.
Quote unquote, Kendra don't remember anything. Anybody can wake up from consciousness during the act of something and completely fall back asleep. And when you go to court, like I said, it's her word against mine. Like I said, Kendra, at the end of the day, I'm not here to stir no pot. I'm not on here to stir the Yaya Sisterhood, Traveling Pants Club. We ain't here to do none of that. We just here to see if there's any honest women out here that can understand a brother's situation, because a lot of other brothers have been through the same thing I have. And I could be a bitter baby daddy, and I could be bashing her all over the world like most men would, but I don't have time to do that. I'm a progressive male. I done moved on with my life. She done got a whole nother man and is doing what she's doing. So for me, all we can do is be adults about any situation and move past it. If we can't work what we got out,
babe, we're gonna move forward with the interview, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Only a goofy woman is gonna reach out to you.
Do you hear what she just said?
So when you were talking about, you gotta understand that type of woman is gonna hit you up. Any woman with any sense is gonna look at what you're saying about your ex and the child's mother and try to consider that as like, what the hell are you talking about?
Now, has Kendra G ever told any of these disgusting baby mamas who have 7 children by 7 different men on a dude that's 6'5" and make $500,000? Those delusional ass women, have she ever said, oh, you're only gonna get goofies that call you? Let alone a woman who's called up and told Kendra G, I was great. Because the minute that women go on Kendra G's show and say that she was assaulted, Kendra says, I'm sorry to hear that about you. And it keeps it moving. He's never asked him to justify how she was great. What happened? And it gets worse, y'all. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It gets worse.
Right. And this is why certain words we just don't say. So jokingly, it was a joke to you. Wasn't a joke to me. I never nor laughed once about it.
It's funny to Kendra.
But nevertheless, you wanted to know more information about it. I have nothing to hide in this world. That's between me and God at the end of the day.
Well, so I want to say this again. Again, how I got there was because you said you were taken advantage of. That's why I said that. And then we went down the whole rabbit hole. I would have never said that if you didn't claim to have been taken advantage of.
I honestly don't feel like it's neither near here nor relevant to my decision making, how I conduct myself now. That was then, this is now, this is present day. I mean, I don't know. What more you could really want from me in that particular situation. Whether I get a goofy woman or not, I think everybody is goofy until proven not goofy. So
okay, fair enough. What happened? What's the narrative?
There's no narrative about me getting anything like that. I don't, like I said, as a man, I just tell people I have a kid, and that's all the end of the story. But
the only reason why we went,
if we used to write a comic book like we in the classifieds, that's what it would look like. You know what I mean?
No, it wouldn't. It actually wouldn't look like. Whenever you give consensual sex, it's not. And according to us, what you have described was consensual sex.
No, according to you. That's what you're saying. Not according to us. Don't speak for the audience, because remember, Kendra G took this video down. And the reason she took it down was because her chat was telling her, Kendra, you're wrong. And it was women, not just men. It was women saying, Kendra G, you're victim blaming. So don't act like you make it a determination for all of us. It was your opinion.
You described the act of sex. She told you what was going on. You are 6'4". There's no way you can't get a woman off of your body if you did not want her on your body. So to claim rape as the man of your stature, no one's gonna believe that.
Right. No, Kendra, you're not gonna believe that. And let me ask you this: if it was a 500-pound Shirley saying that she got raped by a 150-pound dude, is Kendra G gonna say, "Oh, you're bigger than him. You should have got him off you"?
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Of course she would.
That's what I'm saying. See, how you see, man. Man, God rest the Godfather, man, because he'd understand what I'm saying, man.
Rest in peace to the Godfather.
That's all I'm trying to say. Wouldn't nobody believe that narrative, which is why I don't spew it. It's not even a joke. It ain't even hee-ha-ha funny. So at the end of the day, I still have a child, still got to take care of him, got to deal with baby mom, got to live my life. Just like she living hers, all happy and cuddled up with her new dude. I'm trying to get me a new boo. We about to come out of this hibernation season, and I'm trying to be prepared for summertime, you know?
All right, ladies, one more time. I'm going to show you. I need prayer to host this show.
No, you need a brain transplant.
Papa Dan is his name on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
And I'll end it right there. Right after that video,
So that's a video for everybody to see right there. I'll put the link to it down on the bio for everybody to check it out. I think the video speaks for itself. So let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more content. So we'll be doing more videos like this that will be spreading more awareness on people who do experience these things in these situations, because a lot of them don't have a platform to speak. And a lot of them don't even have anybody to go to like express themselves with how to deal with these kind of situations and what goes on. And the sad part about this situation is the fact that a life was brought into the whole picture. It's damn near like the Anthony Edwards situation, but the difference is that there was no essay in that situation. The difference is he was trapped. And these are ongoing situations of people who get trapped a lot of the times, and they have no say-so, because at the end of the day, there's only one person that's in control of bringing a child into this world, or in control of making the decisions of kids being brought into this world, and they don't get held accountable for their decisions. And in this situation, Papa Dan is fighting in court to see if he can basically not pay child support, maybe have full custody. So we'll see how this goes on, man. So thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more content. And deuces, man. We outie.